Hey, before we hop into this video, I realize it's been 4 months since I've posted anything, and I'll be honest, I thought about just keeping my videos on private, or even just not uploading any videos at all anymore, because I kind of felt silly because I'm still sort of beginner gardener. I guess I'm past the beginner point, but still learning a lot, and I just this channel's not meant for teaching. It's honestly meant for me to look back on videos and see where I was and where I've come and or where I've gone. So it's definitely not meant to be a teaching channel. It's not meant to be a channel where I get a lot of views, and that's why I kind of am like, oh, I could just keep it on private. But I always enjoy watching people starting out and learning and making mistakes and learning from it and succeeding later on. So I was like, okay, it always starts somewhere, right? So I am gonna keep doing it, although not on a schedule, because I want to enjoy doing it, and it's not my job. So I'm just posting as I kind of feel like it. So for the few who are watching, I really appreciate it. And again, this channel is not meant to be for teaching. It's honestly just kind of taking you along with me as I am learning, and definitely will make lots of mistakes, and hopefully get some good wins. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just posting because I enjoy looking back on these videos. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you have an amazing day and happy almost spring. It's about time for most of us to get those seeds started. So I hope you enjoy this video of me starting some more seeds. I've actually got a lot started over here. My porch is covered in them. I'll give you a quick overview and then I'll end this intro. This is the stuff I just did in the video you're about to see, and I uppotted those. And then I have a bunch of plants over here. Those ones are looking kind of leggy, but I'll work with that. I've got more tomato plants there, and I have some squash there. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this video, and happy gardening. Hi friends, I am working on starting a few more seeds today. These are ones that I just planted. These are some okra plants, and I have tons just all around my porch that I've been working on upplanting. And I'm actually starting some more pepper seeds, and some basil and some flowers. So I thought this would be a good time to talk about my kind of plan for the garden this year. Of course, that's always loose, the plan, because so many things can change over the season, but I don't know, that could be a nice time to chat about it. It's a really nice day today. It's a little breezy, so I'm getting some nice airflow on the porch, and yeah, just thought it'd be fun to talk to y'all while I start some seeds. Right now I am, what did I just plant? I'm about to plant some cardinal basil. I'm going to start some cardinal basil. It's got these really pretty leaves. I actually bought this basil specifically for the flowers, not the leaves, my bad. It has really beautiful flowers. And I'm focusing a lot more on making my garden more pollinator friendly, because last year I noticed I didn't have many pollinators, but I also didn't have many flowers. So I'm starting all types of zinnias, cosmos, marigolds, basil. I love the flowers on basil, and they smell so good. So a lot of things like that. I'm also starting dahlias for the first time this year, and they came up, so that's a good sign. We've had a very early spring this year, and no more forecasted frosts, and it's, the third day of March. So I am ready for this season to start. I'm really excited. I have some thoughts to keep the deer away this season. Last summer, my biggest problem was deer. They ate just about everything. I had a couple handfuls of harvest, and that was it, after all of the stuff I planted and started and really worked on nourishing the soil so that it gave me healthy plants, and the deer just ate it all in one night, and that was really, really sad. So this year I have some ideas. My husband and I are thinking about doing a fence, but those are expensive, so I've been looking at kind of organic ways to deter the deer. my granddad actually has a spreadsheet for me to look at with like, or not spreadsheet, like a recipe to look at to kind of just deter the deer, and I guess you put it on the plants, but I don't know. I've been doing a lot of research on it because I really don't want that to happen again this year, because that was a lot of money wasted last year, and I enjoy the gardening process, but I do want to be getting some bang for my buck, you know. It's expensive to start a garden. There's a lot of investments on the front end, but that's okay. I am just excited to get my hands in the soil again and just have a fun time with it. I have a hard time having a winter garden here in Florida because we actually only have a few cold days, but I mean, we do get a freeze here and there. So brassicas, which would normally do great in consistently cool climates, love it, but they don't love our area because more often than not we have hot days, even in the winter, like really hot. So they don't seem to love the weather here. I did try to do some, none of them worked out. They were all kind of puny and wimpy. And I did harvest some radishes and a couple tiny little baby carrots. They were a little bitter, but I ate them and it was fine. But I didn't really harvest much this winter either. So I'm going to do some more research for that for next season, winter. But it's almost summer, like the weather feels like it's summer. I mean, it's hot out here. So I'm very, very excited about that. Okay, next I'm planting the Ajvarski pepper. My brother-in-law recommended this to me. It's an amazing roasting pepper, it says, and I love peppers. I don't like spicy peppers. I can have a little heat, like I like jalapenos, but that's about as spicy as I want to go with my peppers. But you know, pretty much if you take the seeds out, it's not terrible with a lot of things. So, starting some of these. But yeah, that's kind of, you know, the plan for the garden is very loose for sure. It's mainly, I've laid it out better this year. I did a lot of work this winter in moving the beds so that I got the best sunlight for them, because I have a very small patch of sunlight in my yard that gets more than 4 hours of sun a day. And so I worked hard with my husband this winter to make the layout make a little more sense. And actually my granddad is gonna come over sometime and plow up another little area for me to start just beans and pumpkins. I'm gonna have a little pumpkin and squash patch. And I'm hoping, like that one, I'm nervous about because it's away from the rest of my garden, which it won't be fenced in if we end up fencing in the garden. And so the deer could get it, but I've noticed the deer go for everything else before the squash. So I think if I just have some kind of trap crops, you know, out there with it, it'll be okay. This is the Sugar and Spice Marigold. It's so pretty, it's white. I'm very excited about it. So anyways, I'm the most nervous about the deer this year, but I'm not going to let them steal my joy. I'm still going to enjoy the process of growing stuff, and even if I just get a couple handfuls again this season, I'll have gained a lot of knowledge still. I've been deep into the research over the winter, and it's been really neat. I'm not much of a scholar, so I don't like researching or reading things, but YouTube has been my best friend because so many people make videos now about so many different topics when it comes to homesteading and gardens, and so that's been a really nice resource to have. We did have something sad happen. Something got into our coop a couple weeks ago and killed more than half of my chickens. And you just have to remind yourself, where you have anything alive, where you have livestock, where you have dead stock. I've heard that from some other YouTubers, and it's true. And it was really sad because that's the first time in 4 years of having chickens that they've actually been killed by something, you know. So that made me really sad. But it does happen. It's an unfortunate part of having animals, but that's okay. I'll get some more chickens and it'll be okay. But yeah, that is a sad part of it. Okay, I'm done planting those seeds. Now I need to figure out, I have 2 more rows I can plant, and I want to figure out what I want to plant because I have lots of choices. And you know, that is another part of the garden planning is I have so many seeds and so many different varieties I want to try, and I have a very limited space. So I kind of just have to be brutal with the decision making and remember I can, you know, Lord willing, I'll always have next season. So I don't know. I think though, I think I'm going to start some, you know what? I don't want to do cayenne peppers yet. I have a lot of peppers for this year. I'm not going to do that yet. I have some borage planted, so I don't need to do that. Okay, this one looks cool. This is the Moon and Stars watermelon. I saw this variety on YouTube a couple years back, and the seeds for it were really expensive, so I just waited. And I found this at Rural King today, and I got 10 packs of seeds for $10. That's an amazing deal. Because seeds can add up, even though, you know, they're $2 here, $4 there. It ends up adding up. So I was really happy, and I got the Moon and Stars watermelon, and I'm excited about that. So that'll be fun. I think I'm gonna start some, you know what, I really should start some marjoram. So I'll do some marjoram, and I think I will do, I am deciding between the Sensation Picote Cosmos, which is really pretty, or the Scabiosa mix, which is zinnias, and they're really pretty. I'm going to start the Cosmos. They look really cool. I have a lot of zinnias started. I'm going to do the Cosmos. I think they're really cool. Yeah, I've kind of run out of things to say, so I'm going to end this video here, and I hope you have an amazing day, and thank you for watching.